Hi, I'm Erin, a certified yoga instructor and busy mom of two. I help moms make the most of the time that they have with specially tailored, quick and effective exercises that are going to work out your entire body, and sometimes we focus on one area or the other. So go ahead and get into something comfortable. Make sure that you have water close by, and we're going to jump in today to our balance flow. Make sure you have a mat, and we'll go ahead and start off by standing. We're going to focus on our breathing. Our breathing is going to take us through this entire practice, and it's really going to help us bring in the core and get the most out of our practice. So hands can come to the ribs, and as you inhale, the ribs need to come out, and as you exhale, you're going to zip in your abdominal muscles and protect your core. So inhale, exhale, zipping in, inhale, exhale, zipping in. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, zipping everything in. Perfect. So whenever you're exhaling throughout this practice, just make sure you're zipping up through the core, and that will protect you during your movements. Of course, you just want to make sure you're inhaling as well and getting that oxygen. So let's go ahead and start by putting hands on the hips and going around in a few circles. You can go left or right. We're going to switch directions here in a moment. Go ahead and switch your direction if you haven't already. Wonderful. Then arms are going to come up on either side over the head. You can grab a wrist or be placed on either side of one another. We're going to pull gently to one side. Remembering to breathe. Opposite direction. Wonderful. Arms can come down, coming to the top of your mat. And we're going to find all four corners of your feet. So pull your shoulders up, back and down, palms facing in front of you, the crown of the head is straight up towards the ceiling. And to find those four corners, we're going to lift up the toes. This is going to require a little bit of a cinching in of the core. And then lowering our toes down, attempting to do it one at a time. So pinky to big toe. Rolling down, then coming up onto the toes, heels come up, lower down, and kind of rock back and forth onto the toes, coming back to the heels, feeling the four corners of your feet, remembering our breath, and then finding stillness in our mountain pose. Make sure that the shoulders haven't gone back up to the ears. Crown of the head is still going up to the ceiling. A few more breaths here. On an inhale, circle sweep the arms, coming up over the head and then through to heart center. We're going to step back with our left leg. Or right, you can start with whichever one you prefer. Heel is off of the ground in the back, and the knee is not going over the toes in the front. Inhaling, and then on an exhale, we're going to bring that back leg to the front in a slow motion for some balance here. Exhale, knee comes up. Arms can come overhead. and through heart center. Left leg goes back again. We're going to do that one more time on this side. Inhale. Exhale, leg comes forward. Circle sweep the arms up to the sky through heart center, and then our legs are going to come set beside each other. Finding four corners of the feet one more time, resetting. So rocking to the toes and then to the heels. Wonderful. Opposite leg goes back. For me, that's my right. Heel is off of the ground. Breathing. Inhale, that right leg's going to come up. Exhale. Circle sweep the arms up to the sky, through to heart center if you take that option, and then stepping back. Any kind of wobbling you have through here, perfectly fine. We're taking our time, really focusing on our breathing and our movements. Exhale, right leg comes back up. Arms come up and overhead. Through heart center, and then right leg comes down, finding the four corners of the feet once more. You can stay at the top of your mat, but just so you can see a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and move in this direction. We're going to work on our tree pose. Tree is great to just fully relax and be present in the moment. I love tree pose, and we have a few options today. So your foot can come to the ankle area, if that's what's comfortable. You can come to the calf, but you don't want to put it on the knee. That can put strain on the knee. If you're really feeling adventurous today, you can bring the foot up to the inner thigh, and you can just stay here if you'd like. Or hands can come to heart center. Hands can come out to the cactus, or they can go all the way up. I prefer cactus personally. Find a focal point in front of you, something that's not moving. Take a moment to breathe and be grateful for being here today, for taking time out of your day to be here. That is a big deal. Smile to yourself. You can even move around in your tree. When I'm teaching my kiddos, I say your tree is moving in the wind. And when you're ready, leg can come down, shaking out your leg. That was your stability. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, you may notice that you are feeling a little bit more balanced on one side or the other. So feel free to kind of play around with it with the three options. This time I'm going to stay down on my calf. I'm not feeling as stable on this leg today, but we still have the three options. Hands can come to heart center, hands can come into cactus, or hands can go all the way up. Finding that focal point in front of you again and breathing. Swaying if you like. If you don't, it's okay too. In yoga, it's always important to listen to how the body is feeling that day. You feel differently within each day, and that's okay. Hands coming back through the heart center. And we're going to shake out our leg. That was our tree trunk. And so as we do any forward fold in the yoga practice, you're going to make sure that on an inhale, you're sitting up tall. And on an exhale, you're hinging at your hips and you're going forward. And if there's any straining or pain in the knees, the back, anywhere, that's where you need to stay, or maybe even lessen it a little bit. You don't want any pain. But walking forward, breathing as you do it, and just letting your body take you where it wants to today. Letting your body relax as much as possible. Maybe on an exhale, you go a little further, and it's okay if you don't. Walking your hands up, rolling your shoulders up, back and down. Always want to make sure that our shoulders are staying relaxed. And switching our legs. So left leg is going to come to the front now. Right leg is behind. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down, sitting up tall. On an exhale, hinging at the hips, walking the hands forward. And maybe one side you're able to move a little bit more than the other. That is completely normal. Listening to your body. And inhale, walking those hands back up center. Wonderful. Thank you for joining us for our practice today. I know it was a quick one. We focused on balance. Hopefully you are leaving this practice feeling restored and rejuvenated and ready to take on the rest of your day. We'll see you again next time. Let me know what you would like to see next as far as practices go. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful practices. Bye.